Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1981, and we are still in Wizardry. When we last left off, better things happened for me than had happened in previous sessions. We were able to finally defeat the one kind of mandatory encounter of the game, and we were able to get a ton of money. We were able to get the blue ribbon. We are ready to kind of explore the rest of the game. The rest of the game has now been opened up to us because we got the blue ribbon. I did get a ton of money as a result of selling the ring, so I do have two characters that got upgrades as a result of that. Just the two. Those are Dane and Thorin. They both got these gloves of copper. They're the only ones in my party that can equip them. It's only for fighters, samurais, lords, and ninjas, but lowered their AC by 1. Not what you would necessarily anticipate for something that costs 6,000, but really there's not too much more for me to purchase other than that. The only other thing that came to mind was the staff +2. But to be honest, I don't think it does anything that I particularly care about. I looked it up. It's just an upgraded, attacking weapon. So you can smack people a little bit harder with that. But I don't really want to do that because I have a character in Faramir that has much better things to do than smack people with a stick. So we are ready to go again. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. Because I can. Let me make sure everybody is healed. Yeah, I didn't do any grinding or anything like that this time. That's the first time in a long time I can say that. We are going to start with a Morphic. You would think I would have that just right off the top of my head, but I still have to think about it every once in a while. All right, Dane and Thorin are very hard to hit these days. We're going to go a little bit different path. Remember that we did fully explore level 5 before. There's a lot going on in level 5, but ultimately none of it is important. But we did not fully explore level 6. So I took the elevator down to level 4, and we're going to go south this time. Here, we can get a little message. A sign on the door reads, "Private Express Service Elevator, authorized users only." And then that's it. This is what we need the blue ribbon for. If you don't have the blue ribbon on you and you take another step forward, they say that you pass out and you go back to this square here. So we're going to go forward. Yes, there we go. I had to go forward a couple times. So yeah, that last square would be the one where you passed out and they send you back one more square back. So here we have the options A through F, which are great. So A is level 4, B is level 5, C is 6, D is 7, E is 8, and F is 9. I lost track for a little bit there. Obviously, going to level 9 is the ultimate goal. It's the only way to level 9 as well, but we'll talk about that in a bit. We want to go to level 6, which is C, because we want to keep exploring. All right, so which way am I facing? I think I'm facing south here. Yeah, they just kept me facing south. So remember, this is the way to kind of the bottom of the map. There's kind of rooms in a lot of corners, but they all just kind of ultimately lead to the stairs in the middle of this floor. So we took like one step over here. Really, there's so many encounters in these rooms. And we have rare tigers. Okay. And then I can't use a spell here, but I have equipped Galadriel with the Rod of Flame that we picked up from the last fight. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't see it on my list. It's because it's not like an actual weapon. It's kind of a miscellaneous item. It's similar to a ring or an amulet. It's separate, which is why I couldn't find it in my list. I'm like, why can't I find the Rod of Amulet in weapons? Because it's not a weapon. But anytime that I surprise an enemy, I'm going to want to use this Rod of Flame. It casts a Mahalito, so, I mean, it's free damage. I might as well take care of that. I don't think there's really anything else that I care about here. No. Do you have anything? Staff of Mograph. Why not? I mean, couldn't hurt just to have a little bit more armor class reduction, I guess. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage there, but ultimately it's not going to be enough to kill these were-tigers. But Thorin does the job, apparently with 9 damage. Alright, so you guys all fight. We'll go for another Mahalito. You can just do nothing in a Mahalito. I don't like using the priest too often. I like using the priest only when I have to. A Montino probably wouldn't be a bad option at this point, but because I went first and I did quite a bit of damage, I'm assuming that I'm going to be able to kill most of these if I go first. There's one, so it's just Galadriel's Mahalito to go. There we go. And that finishes the job. And I didn't even really need to go here. I just wanted to show off something here. All right, Trapless Chest. I'm going to trust you on that. Nope, it's a Mage Blaster. Did that actually hit my mage? We have to wait for all this to go away. It sure did. So now Faramir is paralyzed. Fun. That would be Dialco on 6. There we go. Not fun to start that way, especially on a chest that basically lied to me. But this is the southern kind of room. All these rooms, they'll look exactly the same. We have been here before, and I pointed out the elevators on the other side. We can just kind of progress past that now. And we will follow this all the way to the eastern side. Wow, they surprised me, and there are so many of them. This is bad. Okay, the Master Thieves aren't doing too much, so maybe I can recover from this, but it all kind of depends on what the priests do. Luckily, they just go for stabs because they don't have any means of doing spells right now. Ultimately, that wasn't that bad. We can deal with that. I'm going to go for the Master Thieves with the regular attacks. I'm going to go for a Montino on group number 2. I'm going to have you go for a Bomatu to lower my AC. And I'm going to have you go for a Macanito. Just kill everything except for probably the Master Thieves. Possibly the priests as well, but I hopefully have taken care of them with a Montino to silence them. Well, didn't silence that one. 1 out of 2. 2 out of 3, I think. And 2 out of 4. So 50% of them. But we will see if the Macanito takes care of them. It does. They are relatively low-level priests then. We good? Yeah, I knew I would get the level 6 ninjas. Oh, and the Master Thieves as well. Apparently they are under level 8. Yeah, Macanito is my favorite spell right now. The Bomatu is useless at this point. Macanito did the trick. Are we good? Down they all go. Macanito. So strong. 2,900 experience. Yeah, we're going to look at this chest. This is probably going to be a good chest. All right, alarm. Let's disable that. We got a shield. I could use some better shields, but I don't know what that's going to take. I don't need money, but thank you, though. All right, Dios on Frodo. There we go. Back up to full. All right, so now we're in the eastern room here. This one looks like a dead end. There's not a lot going on here, right? It looks like every other room, but this way is a hidden door. Ta-da! And this will lead you to a seemingly endless hallway. I have to say seemingly, though, because there are ways out of this. It is an endless hallway. It loops all the way around on itself, but there are hidden doors in a lot of spots. If we go south from here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 steps will have hidden doors on your right, and those will lead to basically more cells with some fixed encounters that I don't care about. Same if we go north from here, 4 or 5, but we're going to go north. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a hidden door there on the left and a hidden door there on the left. We're going to ignore those because, once again, it's just cells and fights. We're going to go 5 more steps north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are hidden doors on either side here. Let's go through the western one on our left. And that leads us to these small rooms that are empty. You can kind of see it's just that. And then, yeah, it looks the same on this side. Small little rooms, similar to what we have seen before. There are 2 of them on either side with 2 cells, 2 squares in each of them. There's nothing in them, so don't bother. But then the one in the middle has 3. So if you went in to these here, you would think that this third one would be clear. However, this third one has pits on either entrance. Why is that important? Why don't you just avoid it? Well, because the stairs down are right here. They're in the middle through hidden doors on either side. You can go from the north or the south. It doesn't matter. We're going to ignore that just for the time being so that I can show off that on the other side is pretty much the same thing. It's a mirrored room. Oh, and here's a fixed encounter. I surprised level 8 priests. They're pretty strong, but that means I can't do a Magneto on them. But I can do a Rod of Flame and a Staff of Malgraf, assuming that it does anything for me. Probably not, though. The Malgraf is not going to be useful on somebody in the back row, but, I mean, he's not doing anything anyway, so I don't mind using that when I can. Frodo does not kill it. Even Dane doesn't kill one, so we still have 3 alive. We will go for a Catino and a Montino, and then we will go for a Lajalito. That should do the trick here. Frodo's probably not going to kill one, but as long as, really, all 3 of them don't get silenced. That was a big one, but the Lajalito comes out, and that will probably finish the job, and then the Montino, or sorry, the Catino is probably useless at this point. Down go the level 8 priests. Over 1,000 experience again. 96 gold points. All right, so this is the other entrance to the Endless Hallway. This is if you went through the eastern door. It's just a mirrored room. The 2 on either side and then the 3 in the middle. And you want to go through the hidden doors in the middle section. And that'll take you down to level 7, because that is level 6 fully explored now. All right, level 7. Let me try to get my bearings here. The maps get very confusing very quickly. There's going to be a lot of warps on this one, which makes things difficult for me. Where are the stairs? Ah, the stairs are there. So, I should point out something about warps. Oh, geez. Take 1 step and I get into an encounter with level 10 fighters. Oh my! Use the Rod of Flame. Use Staff of Malgraf. So I don't have to Montino these guys because they're just fighters. But, they're going to have a lot of damage capabilities that I'm going to want to avoid. I think it's too early for me to leave, but I'm considering it after encountering level 10 fighters. I seriously need to do some level grinding before we wrap things up, but not yet. All right, go for a Catino, go for a Bomatu to lower my AC, and go for a Lajalito because the Magneto is useless against these guys, but a Lajalito could also work, but I think the Lajalito gives me a better chance of actually dealing damage because these guys should 13 damage on Frodo should go down to Lajalitos. That damage should do the trick. Did I put all of them to sleep? All right, one made it through. Hopefully we kill that one. There's no way for me to tell, though. All right, 1, 2. We assume 3. All right, well, we got at least 3 of them. Hopefully the one that was asleep, that was not asleep, is still fine. All right, 1 damage more on Frodo. Dane got hit as well. Fight, fight, fight. No, my fingers weren't lined up properly. I moved around too much. Dios on 1, Dios on 3, and go for a Mahalito. I think that'll be enough to do the job. All right, 1 down, 2 down. I think that's 3 down. All right, Dane is fully healed. Frodo still needs some work. All right, so not too bad at the end of it. Not too bad. Let's go for some more healing here on Frodo. Get him back up to full. There we go. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay, so one thing that I haven't really pointed out about warps is that they will also warp the light from the other side, so it doesn't look like you're warping. It looks like you're just walking in a straight line. They don't give you any indication that you have warped, but there are warps here. Actually, I think... Okay, so this is the only exit out. You can warp here. This is actually the result of a warp. We'll possibly show that off. I have to find it on the map. There's so much going on here. Okay, so we can go out through here. This room actually represents the 4 different corners of the map. It's a very convoluted map. But if I go out through here, it takes me to a large room. There's a couple cells here in the middle. It's a 2x2 square. The rest is empty. Should you go through here, it'll take you to a fixed encounter. But what I want to do is go to the northeast corner here, and both here and here are hidden doors. So I'm going to take one of those. We'll take the eastern one, which is the way that I'm pointing now. And that will lead us to another 1 cell little thing here on my left. That is empty. You don't have to worry about that. There's hidden doors on all sides of it, though. Okay, so from here, I want to go kind of in the south here, where there's 2 doors on this corner. There's also 2 hidden doors on either side of those doors. So we're going to go south through here, get into an encounter. This is not fixed, but oh, jeez. We are starting to encounter some high-level stuff. I might not be ready to explore down to level 7 yet. We're going to do what we can, though. I'm going to try to take out the archmages, because those are the ones that scare me more than the men in armor, to be honest. Let's go for the Magneto. Use. Does it have limited uses? They're not letting me use anymore. I can use the Staff of Magrath again, but why can't I use the Rod of Flame? Magrath's not going to be super helpful. All right, we got 1 archmage, 2 archmages. That'll help. All right, fight the archmages. Put a Catino on the men in armor. Put a Montino on the archmages. And go for a Lahalito on the archmages. Like I said, they scare me more. All right, 1 man in armor, 2 men in armor asleep, 3 asleep, 4 asleep. I got them all. All right, that makes things easier for me. All right, 1 archmage down, 2 archmage down, 3 archmages down. All right, Montino, not going to be useful because they're all dead. All right, fight, fight, fight. Can I really not use? All right, Mahalito. Nothing, Mahalito. I assume 2 Mahalitos and 3 fights should do the job here, but, you know, it kind of depends on Frodo. Frodo doesn't always do the damage that I need him to do. How are they not dying? They have way more HP than I gave them credit for. Wait, one of the men in armor woke up already? Alright, we got 3 alive still, so I think that... well. One more Mahalito should do the trick. We're actually pretty close to a way for me to get out of here, which I might take. Are we good? No, because Frodo missed again. Alright, we can just fight. Dane or Thorin will take care of this. Dane did the job. Down you go. Almost 2,400 experience for that one. Okay, so we're through the hidden door. We're just going to go straight. I believe there's a fixed encounter here. I guess not. But we'll go out through here, which will take us to the elevator. We're going to go ahead and take that out because it'll make things easier for me. So we get out there, back up to level 4. We can then take the stairs, or not the stairs, the hallway north to the other elevator. That takes us back to floor number 1. And then we can go straight until we can't. Turn right. And then turn left again after that. All right. So back to town. Yeah, the elevators make things so much easier for you. Main purpose of that was to get my spells back, to be honest. But we can check a few things here. What am I up to? 178. 178,000 experience. Everybody's at a level where that doesn't matter. Yes. No. Possibly. Hold on. Right. Okay. Yeah, nobody cares about that. So, I'll divvy my gold. How much is... yeah, we're down to 49,000. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Okay, so let's go back. We're probably going to do a little bit shorter bursts from this point forward because things can go down for me very quickly. As you saw when I lost my entire party before. Speaking of which, I could go back and try to rescue my old party, but to be honest, this one's a lot better. So I'm putting all my bets on this party right now. All right, back to the elevator. Turn right and then head north, down to D, turn around, go south. And then we were on level D now, which is basement number 7. So basement number 7 is basically 9 different squares with little hallways in between them. We're in the southern middle square, and we kind of started in the southwestern square. So this one is kind of a hallway on all sides. There's supposed to be a fixed encounter here. I think I went the wrong way. One man in black surprised me. Don't you do an instant kill. Okay, Frodo got 1 damage to him. I can deal with that. Honestly, that should do the trick. As long as Dane and Thorin hit, yeah, that should do the trick. I think I went the wrong way here. I think I was facing the... I was assumed that I was facing north when I was actually facing south. All right, let's heal Frodo. Okay. Yeah, I was facing the wrong way. Another encounter. They're not being particularly nice. And I've been surprised by gaze hounds and a couple strange animals. I think Machinito will help me here. But them running away will also help me. Alright, well. No real damage done there. We will have you attack number 2. You attack number 1. And... and you just go for a regular Halito, I guess, on them? Alright, 1 down. Alright, there's 2. Oh, no, we got all 3. Okay. Down they go. A lot of gold for that fight, actually. We don't need to go through here. We're going to the east. This is the fixed encounter that I thought I was going to get before. I surprised a priest, so I don't really care how high level he is. He should not live through if Dane and Thorin hit him. Which they did, so down he goes. Let's take a look. Alarm, huh? We'll see. Hooray, we got it. Faramir found a potion. That'll be some sort of heal. And Galadriel found a sword. I could use better swords. There are better swords for me to find out here, including one that is super powerful that I'd be very happy to get. Let's head north. Level 7 mages can live. I surprised NIGHTSTALKERs. It's an interesting picture for those. Use... I'm going to have to look at Galadriel here. Did my Rod of Flame expire? Like, is it just gone? Did somebody steal it? What's going on? Use the staff. Okay, so these guys got a chunk of health. And they're also quite tanky, but we were able to get one. So let's go for a Mahalito, a Bomatu, because I assume that these guys don't cast anything, and a Lahalito from you. And that should do the trick, especially if Faramir goes first. But one of them resisted it, so never mind. That should do a lot of damage, though. I think 2 resisted it. It's always hard to tell. Sometimes it doesn't refresh the way that I would like. Alright, well... At least 2 of them are still alive at the end of this. No, 3 of them? But the Bomatu should help out a lot. Oh, well, Thorin comes in. Alright, so we got 2 left. Just going to fight. I think that Dane and Thorin can each kill one at this point. I think I've done enough damage. They do have a lot of speed, but I have much more damage. Okay. Lots of gold these days. So let's head up through here. Another encounter. These are not fixed. Champ Samurai. They can live. So let's go out the eastern side. There's hidden doors on our right, hidden door straight ahead, and hidden door at the end of the hall here. But we're going to go out to the right, which will take us near the southeastern quadrant. We can go in here, but it's another big room like the first one that we encountered on this floor. There's something in the middle here. The door leads you to a fight, and then the rest is pretty much empty. There's, you know, hidden doors and stuff. So we'll go out through the north, and we'll encounter something similar to what we saw before. This is... we're actually on the eastern side. We went out north, right? That's what I said. This one is essentially the same as the southern part of the map. There's basically nothing here, but there's no elevator here. There's just fixed encounters, lots of cells in the middle, and hallways all around the outside. So we're going to avoid the eastern side for now. I would normally go out this way just straight, but this is actually going to lead me to a pit. So I'm going to go through a hallway here. There's probably an encounter here. No? Okay. So then all the way through the hidden door on the other side. Once again, the pit is right here. I don't think that they show it at all. No. There's no indication that there is a pit there, but one step ahead here is a pit. So we want to go north, which will lead us to the northeastern room. There is absolutely nothing in here. There's not even a fight, so, well, at least not a fixed fight, so I don't care about this room one bit. So we'll go out the western side. Pretty similar here, except this small little cell here does have a fight in it. If you do go through here, which I'm going to... yeah, let's go through this side. This is essentially the same as the southern room and the eastern room, except this one actually has a warp in it. So let me show that off. Let's go back out. Through the hidden door here. We've been taking the hidden doors on the outside pretty much the whole time. We'll stick with that. Supposed to be a fight there. Notice the door here. If you go straight here, it leads you to a warp. That'll take you back to the eastern room that we were in. So we don't need to take that. We can avoid that. We can also head out here And here, once again, if I look, there's no indication, but there is a warp here. This warp will take you to the intersection on the southeastern corner. This one's the northwestern corner. Weird stuff, I have to admit. Weird stuff. Okay, so let's go into the northwestern big room here. This one is very similar to a lot of the corner rooms. There's the 2x2 room in the middle. Where's the door? Here's the door. This door leads you into darkness. It's a one-way door. There's a fight on the other side. The exit is like 1 forward, turn right, and then 2 forward. And once again, it's a one-way door, and it'll lead you out here. There's just a fight, and like I said, there's not a lot going on these floors. They are essentially here to work as level grinding areas. So we're going to head south out of here. Am I not south out of here? Hold on. Where is... Okay, so that's the corner. So we actually want to go through here. There we go. Got a little turned around. So this is south out of the room. Basically the southeastern corners. The inside corners are what lead you out. Not sure any of this is helping, but I am trying. There is the warp again. Once again, in the western room, we have something very, very similar to what we have seen before. Except there's, nothing in here. There's a whole bunch of empty cells inside that little spot. Down the southern hallway here, though, this one here, through this hidden door, if you go to the end, there is a magical seal square, just one. And in some versions of the game, that screws you over for the entirety of your expedition. So I would not recommend going down here. And that's all 8 surrounding boxes, surrounding squares. So let's go inside the middle square. All the corners here, all the corners are going to be hidden doors. So we're kind of going through one of the northwestern hidden doors into the center here. You can go in here. Going in here will take you to a warp that'll take you very close to where the stairs are. It'll take you into that same room if you want to go in there. This is the northwestern part of the middle room. On the southwestern part is another 1-room cell. This is a pit, so you want to avoid that. Let's skip this one for now. Head to the northeastern one. This one is just a fight. It's a fixed encounter there. And then the southwestern one is the stairs down. Before I take those, because in fact I am not going to take this, if you do not have the blue ribbon, this is a point of no return. You can get screwed over by going here. I do not recommend doing this. Taking the stairs down here is a one-way trek to level 8. I do not recommend taking the one-way trek to level 8, particularly because it's a one-way trek, but also because it puts you in a room that is insanely... I don't know how to put it. It's bad for you. It's aggravating. It's frustrating. It is a room that has nothing but the rotating tiles in it. Nothing but that. There's an exit to the room, but there's no way up. There's no stairs up on the other side. So we're going to skip this. And I get an encounter on the stairs. I've never gotten that before. Okay, no stairs. Let's get out of here to the south, I think. No, that's north. Okay, so what we want to do is take the elevator back. So I want to go south out of here, and I will try to explore the dungeon on level 8. I think we are good to go down to level 8. But yeah, there is no way out of level 8. It's called the dance hall, that one. I should also point out that a lot of the later versions of the game will have floors. I think 6, 7, and 8 will be different for you if you're playing a later version, particularly on a console. Those are going to be the later versions. Okay, so we're going to take the elevator down. we're going to go to E. E will take us down to level number 8. There's only one way to go here. It's going to take us through kind of a lengthy corridor with no turns at all. And we'll be cycling around the map in case you're trying to keep track of that. Turn to the right, yes. And then turn to the left. And yeah, down the long corridor. Eventually we will make it to something. Now, if you try to map this out for yourself, you'll notice that this map, this particular level, has some letters in it. They actually spell out RJW in there. You can see all 3 of those letters if you look carefully enough. We just kind of went down the middle of the W. That stands for Robert J. Woodhead, one of the creators of the game. So level 8 is a little bit of a nod to Robert. Robert backwards is Trebor, by the way, and in many versions of the game, Trebor is the name of the castle and the first few levels of the dungeon. But we're past those now. All right, so we do get an encounter here with 3 strange animals. We have surprised them, which is nice. Let's go ahead and fight them. Oh, I was supposed to look for my... Oh, they're chimeras. Oh, that's lovely. Catino, Montino, and Lajalito. Guaranteed damage, please. All right, Frodo did a little bit. We got 1 chimera silenced, 2 chimera silenced, and I think all 3 have been silenced. Chimeras are known for casting spells, so I definitely want to make sure that I don't let them do that. All right, and we've put 1, 2, 3 all to sleep. All right, Dane gets 1. Thorin gets the second one. Very nice. All right, so then I can just kind of fight my way to victory, I think, because hopefully it's asleep, and if it's not asleep, then it's silenced. All right, I made that look very easy. Let's inspect this. It's an exploding box. Please. All right, thank you, Frodo. Find a scroll and 96 gold. Okay, so at this point, we have to either take a left or a right. Yes? Yes. So we're not going to be able to encounter the floor that I was looking for. The floor that is commonly referred to as the dance hall. Okay, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7 by 8. There are 56 squares inside this room. There's no way out. Well, there's no way back up, I should say. There are 2 ways out. There's a hidden door on one of the corners, and there is a warp that will take you somewhere else. But there are 55 rotating floor squares in that room. And I'm not going to be able to show it off because I can't really get to that spot from where I am. It's not fun. The way out of it will eventually, if you go through the hidden door, this is the other hidden door that you're going to need to use in order to get out of there. And it just kind of leads you back here. So I have an option. I can go left or right. Neither one really matters. Level 8 does not have any stairs down. It does not lead to level 9. If you want to get to level 9, you have to take the elevator. Levels 5 through 8, like I said, are here just for level grinding purposes. As their only goal. All right, 4 unseen entities and 5 ogres. I think I can take out ogres with a Machinito. So let's go with killing the unseen entities, and we will go with a Catino on the unseen entities, a Montino on the unseen entities, and a Machinito should take care of the ogres. That's my goal here. So yeah, level 8 is where I would say the Machinito didn't get anybody. Oh, that's not good. All right, well, we got one of them, but we did put... No, the ogres cast it. Oh, this is very bad for me. That is a lot of people going to sleep. All right, Faramir lived. Did we get a second one? Yep. I didn't think ogres had spells. Then we got a Molito coming in. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. I thought the Machinito was going to work. And a Mahalito, like, these guys are strong. Nobody died, but 3 of my guys are asleep. They're ogre lords! That's why they lived. Oh, this is bad. I don't think I can run. I'm going to have to deal with this. So fight the unseen entities, and go for a Montino on 2. Okay, Aaron doesn't get hit. Dane's asleep. Thorin's asleep. Aaron's asleep. All right, all my party members are asleep. Dilto makes him easier to hit. Mahalito is going to do quite a bit of damage. Does it hit everybody? Galadriel. Frodo. Faramir? Faramir's dead. I wasn't expecting the ogres to be ogre lords. Aaron's dead. Galadriel's dead. Oh, I have to run. I have to run. Didn't work. Frodo's alive. Frodo's still alive and not asleep. Don't do this to me now. Don't you dare do this to me. Frodo's asleep. Dane took damage. Frodo's dead. Thorin's still alive, but he's asleep last I saw. I need to run. Thorin, get out of there. No! Now Thorin's asleep too. Am I going to lose because I didn't realize that there were such things as ogre lords? Thorin's drained a level. Thorin's now dead. I'm getting wiped here. I'm getting wiped again. Right when I was just showing off the last level. Oh. I got wiped again. Well then. I'm told that in certain versions of the game I can just leave here, but that doesn't work for my version. If I leave here, it'll just say my party's lost and I can try to bring them back, but that doesn't work for me. So I've now lost 2 entire parties. Are they still alive somewhere? Not really. I mean, so Durin, Gimli, Bilbo, Elrond, Fizzlewick, Haleth, Thorin, Dane, Frodo, Galadriel, and Aaron. Notice that Faramir is not on the list anymore. Faramir is dead and gone forever. On level 8. Alright, so I'm going to have to figure out what I can do this time to get back. I was on level 8. I was going to do level grinding on level 9, so I figured that level 8 would be okay, but oh, jeez. I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with this, and I will be back. We might be playing a different version. Yeah. This is not necessarily fun for me. So I will be back. That's going to do it for this part of Wizardry. I've been ballerscuba. I've been joined as always by no one because they're all dead. Hope you guys have enjoyed this part. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.